Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another update on the Tigard real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, March 26th. So we've reached spring break for everybody who has kids. So I hope you have a great spring break week ahead here. So, okay, so we'll get to the update here. Before I do that, I always want to put a quick plug in for my YouTube channel. If you already haven't done so, I really encourage you to hit the subscribe button before you leave. It's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So please be sure to do that. And then also, if you have any likes or comments for me, those are always really appreciated as well and helps me spread the word. So, okay, active listings. So this last week, I showed we had 14 new homes come on the market in Tigard, down from a high of 26 new properties the week prior. And end of the week with 135 homes on the market. You can see it's been a pretty tight range. That's actually a low for the 8 weeks, and then a high of 153. So it's been a relatively steady level of supply in Tigard over the past couple months. The median price and the days on market for the active listings, that's been pretty steady in terms of the price. We had a high of just 779, and then it dipped down to a little over 750 for a week, and then it popped back up. And past couple weeks has been in the 770s. And then days on market been a little bit up and down. As you can kind of see, we had a high of 86 and a low of 61. This past week we came in at 68 days on market for these 135 homes that are currently right now on the market in Tigard. Pendings, so pending sales. So this last week I showed we had 22 homes go pending, and that's not quite a high for the 8 weeks, but been pretty active 2 or 3 weeks here in terms of new pendings. Ended the week with 104 homes in pending status, which you can see is up from the prior couple weeks here. Not quite at the high it was here earlier in the period, but good amount of pendings over the past few weeks brought this number back up. The median price and the days on market for those pendings, price you can kind of see has definitely been on the rise. Had a low of 581 to begin with 8 weeks back, and it's been steadily rising. This last week reached 640,000 is the most recent reading for the homes that are under contract and pending status. And then the days on market, that has been coming down. As you can kind of see, we had a high of 33 days on market 8 weeks back. And it's dipped clear back, got down to 9 days about 3 weeks back. Past 2 weeks has been at 12 days of average market time for the homes that have been going pending and getting under contract. So again, been a pretty again quick, robust market here over the past month again. And then lastly, sold listings. So as of the time I put this together, we had 9 properties go from pending to sold this last week, which is down quite a bit from, you can kind of see the prior few weeks where we were in the 20s on a week-by-week basis. And then when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a week-by-week basis, you can kind of see that had been steadily climbing. We had a low of 38 to begin with. That got up to 85 2 weeks back. This last week dropped here a little bit, back to 80 again because of the drop this last week. But nice, definitely a big increase over this past 2 months of the amount of closings in the Tigard market. And then the median price and days on market for the sold listings, you can kind of see where that's tracked. It's been trending up here over this past month. Had a low of 541. And it got up to broke 600,000, 605 this last week. The median price of the sold, or the most recent 80 solds in Tigard. And then days on market, that's been heading down again, pretty much like the pendings. Had a high of 40 days 8 weeks back. Past 2 weeks has been at 12. So again, most recent 80 sales, 12 days of average market time. So a little under 2 weeks. And then lastly, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. That's been certainly kind of coming down with the trends of supply and demand. We were up to about 16 weeks of inventory, and you can kind of see the last basically about the last 3 weeks or so now, it's been right around 7 weeks of inventory. So quite the improvement in terms of the amount of turnover in the market. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price, that has been rising over the past 2 months now. We're about 96%, excuse me, 96% original asking price. And last 2 weeks has been, closer to 98%. So not a huge improvement, but definitely, another sign of kind of a tightening market and, getting to be definitely back into a seller's market environment right now in Tigard with, low number of weeks of inventory and, sellers not having to reduce their prices as much as they were having to before to get their homes sold. So definitely an increasing market. And, with spring upon us here, I would, expect to see this number to stay relatively low, but all kind of depends on what happens with the economy, obviously, and more particularly the interest rate environment that we're been kind of seesawing in here over the past 6 months or so. So hope this most recent update has been helpful for you. If I can answer any questions or be of help to you in helping you buy or sell a home, certainly would welcome the opportunity to do that. My contact information is all down below, so give me a call or send me an email and I'd be happy to help. And really appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great spring break week ahead here, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.